Hi guys, my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a video I have dreaded filming for a while now because unintentionally I've been putting this off. This is my May wrap-up. It's July 1st that I'm filming this. This probably won't even go up for another day or two. I don't even know. And I'm just dreading filming this because I read 23 books in May, and I don't remember most of them. Or, I don't remember synopses or character names, or, I barely remember them, the month after I film. It's 2 months later, and I'm just, I don't even know what to say, what to do. But, yeah. Here we are, and I'm exhausted. My allergies have been kicking my ass today. I woke up at 5:30 this morning because my allergies just won't quit, and I couldn't go back to bed. I'm just now feeling a slightly bit better that I can film, and I really need to film this video now. Story of my life. I have 2 videos I need to film. I would love to film both of them today. I just don't think that's going to happen. We'll see. I might just get a spurt of energy and just able to pull through it. I wasn't supposed to wake up until 9. It's actually just about 9 that I'm filming, and I meant to film earlier, but like I said, my allergies are kicking my ass, and I'm just now feeling slightly a bit better. So yeah, let's crack on with this wrap up. Also, I don't know if you guys have noticed or even really care, I've been gone for weeks. I don't even know when the last video I posted was. But to make up for it, hopefully this actually ends up working, I am posting a video every day this week, which is why I need to get the last 2 videos I need to film, filmed. And they're both wrap-ups. They're my May and June wrap-up. All the other videos are filmed. I have posted 2 videos and am posting a 3rd video right after this. So if I can get this all done, taken care of, I can post that last video, or post the video I need for today, and I'll have the other 2 videos filmed to go up, throughout the week, and I'll be okay. But yeah, I wanted to do 7 videos in 7 days, just to make up for the fact that I've been gone, and even before that, I wasn't always here. I wasn't always, regular. I've tried to have a regular schedule. I've tried to just stick to it, but it's very difficult. I work full-time. I do a lot of other things. I'm always either playing video games or getting my reading done, and I forget to put up videos, or I'm sick and I can't film. It happens, and it's hard to film or to stick to a regular schedule. So I'm not going to promise that anymore. I'm going to try and do my best to get a video up every week, but because I'm doing all 7 videos in 7 days, these were my video ideas for the month. So sorry guys. Hopefully I'll get a couple more videos throughout the month, but I make no promises. So here we go. Alright, so for May, like I said, I read 23 books. God, I hate myself some days. Total up to be in 6,557 pages. I had 2 DNFs this month, or that month. 6 were 3 stars, 13 were 4 stars, and 4 were 5 stars, which came up, excluding the DNFs, it came up to be an average rating of 3.91. So I don't think, I think it's the lowest average rating I've had in the previous months, but not too bad. I mean, I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I had a 4 star. I didn't even put my average rating for that one. Oh no. Okay. Apparently I didn't care about the last few months, but that's fine. So yeah. this is going to be an iPad heavy wrap up because mostly I listen to audiobooks and read ebooks. I barely read any of my physical books. I think that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, out of the 23, that's 8 books, and then, or 8 physical, and then I have 1 physical DNF that I have right next to me. So there's that. Okay. Alright, so, sorry guys. I freaking hate allergies. I'm not kidding. I can't get any sleep. Oh my god. And there's so many books. Okay. I'm gonna have to look this one up then. Oh my god, my nose. Okay. Let's see if I can get through this without dying. I'm sorry, it's too dramatic, but I'm just so pissed off right now. Okay, Liza Lamora by Scott Lynch was my first DNF. By the way, both of these DNFs were for my favorite booktubers' favorite books of 2019. This is becoming a theme now. I think the last few months this has happened, and it happens. You know, some of the books that I really, really enjoy, and some are just duds, and this one was a softie enough. I'm going to try and pick this up at another time, just when I'm more in the mood for it. This was recommended by Reagan over at Peruse Project, as well as one of my former managers. Like, this is one of his absolute favorite books, and I couldn't get through, like, the first 20 pages. It just wasn't for me at the moment, and I don't know what to say. This is killing me. Alright, the other one, of course, was, again, booktuber's favorite book of 2018, and that's The Last Two Poets of the Sea by Julie Drake. I don't even remember what this is about. I just remember not liking it. I'm not even going to go really into it, but yeah. I guess there was A House by a Sea. I don't even know. I know this had a sibling relationship, a brother and a sister. And I don't think I liked the characters, and I don't think I liked the writing, and I just didn't really like anything of it. I think I read like 20 pages of that too, and I just wasn't into it. That one's a hard enough. I'm not picking that ever up. I'm unhauling that. This is recommended by Chelsea over at Chelsea Darling Reads. Just not for me. Though I don't remember why. Sorry. Alright, next up, I actually have a physical book for this. Frost Heart by Jamie Littler. This one was a 3-star. So we're starting off with the 3 stars. To be, technically this would be the least favorite book of the month, which is Gavin over Gavin, or How to Train Your Gavin's, his channel. This is one of his favorite books, and this is actually his recommendation for the, my favorite booktuber's favorite books of 2018, though I didn't pick this one for that. This was for his Believe-a-thon readathon, and, his Believe-a-thon readathon. I read it for that. I wanted to love it. I didn't. I mean, it was fine, but it wasn't, like, amazing. I don't really even remember much of what this is about. I know it's about a boy who lives in, like, this Viking stronghold, and he goes on an adventure to find his parents. Yeah. I think there's, like, he's something called, like, a song weaver or something like that. And I know there are leviathans that live outside of each stronghold, and they're like, the enemy. If you go outside the stronghold, the leviathans will kill you pretty much, and the song weavers can control them, something like that. It was fine. I just didn't really care for the main character at all. I think my favorite character, if anything, was the Yeti. So there's that. But, like, it had really cute illustrations and everything throughout. I did really enjoy that aspect. And yeah, this just wasn't for me. I ended up only giving it 3 stars. I feel bad. I wanted to love that book more. I just didn't. The other one is, of course, the rest of these are pretty much going to be on my iPad. Okay. Alright. Sorry, give me 1 second. Now I need to find the book. There it is. Okay, next up we have Wizards of Once by Cressida Cowell. This is another middle grade. This one, okay, let's see. We follow a boy who's a wizard and a girl who's a warrior. Wizards and warriors are at war. They don't like each other. They're fighting. The boy's father's like the clan chief of the wizards, I think, like that. And the girl's mother's like the queen of the warriors. And these two end up fighting each other because the boy has no magic. And he's trying to find magic instead of just allowing him to grow into it. He's trying to find it and steal it for himself. That's really all I remember from that. And there's like witches, but they're supposed to be extinct. But you know how that works. The selling point for this is that it's narrated by David Tennant. And that's the only reason it got 3 stars. If it wasn't narrated by David Tennant, it would have gotten 2 stars. Maybe even lower, but mostly 2 stars. I just really didn't like the characters. I didn't really like the writing. The main characters of this were just not good. The warrior girl was fine. I don't remember any names, which is why I say this. The wizard boy, though, was a little bitch, and I hated him. And the whole time I'm just like, I don't care what he says or what he's doing. I just want to just be done with this. The only thing is that it's narrated by David Tennant, and I love his voice, and I'll listen to it all the time. I'm not continuing on. What really sucks is that in this, I remember there's the narrator that's telling the story is, unknown. And in the last book, you're going to find out who the narrator is, like who is telling the story, and you're just like, fuck. Like, if you liked it, it's great, you can continue on. But for me, who didn't like it, now I'm like, I need to find a spoiler to find out who the freaking narrator is, because I really do want to find out that, but I don't want to continue on with the series. But yeah, that got 3 stars. But again, if it wasn't for David Tennant, it would have gotten less. Alright, after that, we have Start of a Series by Katie Robert. It's a sexy time series. This is Theirs for the Night. It's the Thalanian Dynasty series. So this is the first book, Theirs for the Night. It's about a girl who meets 2 guys in like a club and goes home with them, has some sexy time with them, and then finds out one of the guys is the prince of Thalania or whatever, and the other guy is his bodyguard. And the prince of Thalania is like exiled. And his uncle is ruling the kingdom and is trying to make it out where the prince is bastard born and isn't the heir to the throne, like he doesn't deserve it, or he's not the true heir, where the prince is trying to find proof that he is the true heir. But yeah, that's throughout the series, so there you go. But yeah, this is just literally like 73 pages of sexy time with 2 guys. I was good with that. But yeah, that got 3 stars, and then I continued on with that and went to the second book, which is Forever Theirs, which is even more pages. This is like 250 pages. But yeah, this is about the 2 guys that are like, we really want this girl, we really like this girl, and we want to be with her like forever. She's ours. Though they're always fighting over it. It's weird. Because of course he's a prince, or one's a prince and one's a bodyguard, and they live in a completely different kingdom, and she's an independent person who, works at a bar, I think it is. I don't even know, but she wants nothing to do with their like drama and shit. So they're trying to like, one is trying to persuade her and the other one is trying to fight him over, trying to stop that from happening. But yeah, you know how that goes. Yeah, that got 3 stars too. Though it was slightly, like, it was 250 pages. And I was kind of bored throughout. It would have probably been a lot better if I wasn't so damn bored. Like, if it was just, I don't know, kind of shorter. But I understand why it had to be long. I was just like, no. Alright, next up. Another book by Katie Robert. This is Your Dad Will Do. This is a book that Katie Robert wrote during quarantine. It's a daddy kink. This is about a girl who, let's see, she finds out her boyfriend is cheating on her, dumps his ass, goes to his dad, and sleeps with him to get back at her ex-boyfriend. It's kind of good. I gave it 3 stars. I really like Katie Robert's writing. Katie Robert, if you don't know, wrote the Wicked Villain series, or she's still writing the Wicked Villain series, and I absolutely love that series. Oh, I'm sorry, this keeps going up. Yeah. I absolutely love that series. So I really love Katie Robert's writing. Some really work for me, some kind of don't, but it's okay. Alright, the last 3-star book is a Jessica Cain book. And this is Pinch of Sugar. Okay, so I think the last time I read a Jessica Cain book, I said I would never read another one. The thing is that Jessica Cain books, though they're not amazing and they're not really good, they're kind of fun sometimes. So, like, the one book I read, I think it was Sacrificed by the Beast or some shit, was awful. It was one of the worst ones, but it had some good sexy times in it. But it was, like, the worst plot. This one, I kind of like, though I gave it 3 stars, because again, Jessica Cain's writing isn't the best. I just really like the sexy times in it, and yeah, sometimes you need a little fluff, you know? This one is, we follow a main character whose boyfriend okay, so the main character is unknowingly put on this cooking competition for, like, the worst cooks, for people who just suck at cooking. She didn't know she was going on this competition. Her boyfriend, like, put her on it without her knowing. I mean, now it's her ex-boyfriend, because who the fuck does that? And she didn't want to do it, but now she feels like she has to do it. I think the thing was she'd feel weird leaving, which I do get. Because I think I would almost feel the same way. It would be a toss-up between running and, like, staying and, you know, not being completely... Because, like, you would also be embarrassed if you ran, but you would be even more humiliated if you did this competition. So it's like, I don't know. Like, what is this game happening? Sorry, guys. I just can't get it to just stay. So yeah, she ends up staying. She ends up doing this competition. One of the judges, he wants her, you know? Oh my god, this is gonna be, like, one of the worst videos. I'm sorry. Like, my allergies are so bad, and if I could film this at any other time, I would. But I work, like, all week, and there's just, like, no time, and I barely have any time to film this, and I'm trying to film too. So I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. I feel really bad. Hopefully the next video won't be so bad. Alright, yeah, so the judge wants her, and they end up having sexy times. It's pretty good. There's a little daddy kink in there, too. I did not mind that at all. Are you sensing a theme? Alright, after that, we finally go back to Katie Roberts' series. We have Theirs Ever After. This got 4 stars. This was the final book in that trilogy. They're ruling the kingdom. Spoiler, I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. But yeah, you knew this was gonna happen. They're together. Everything is great. Though it's not. They do have to work together, though, to figure everything out in their relationship and everything else. But it was good. I liked it more than I did the other 2 books, so there's that. The last book in the series is the novella after the series. And that is Their Second Chance. This one follows side characters. We have another bodyguard, and I don't even remember, like, if she's a duchess or she's some noblewoman. I can't remember Like, what? They were together a long time ago. Stuff happened. They ended up breaking it off. I think it was mostly because her family would never allow her to be with him. And now she's saying screw it and getting back together with him. And it was good. It was short. Like, yeah, it was like 50 pages. I was okay with that, though. It was good. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. Next up, we have a book I never thought I'd actually read. But it was Transcendence by Shay Savage. So after, the awfulness of Sacrifice by the Beast, which also had a caveman kind of romance, I never thought I'd actually read another one. But this one comes highly recommended by Riley from Riley Marie. I think this is around the time that Smotheathon was going on. And I wasn't able to participate, so I made my own. Like, I just took a lot of the books that people were reading or have read in past Smotheathons and just decided to try and make. I think it was like at the end of April Smotheathon happened, and I made the whole month of May. Like, every weekend I would try to just read a bunch of smutty romance. And it worked. It actually worked a lot. And throughout the week I would just read whatever else I wanted to read. So yeah, this is a caveman romance. This caveman, Ed, I think his name is, finds a woman somewhere in the woods. Automatically is like, she's mine. Because he's alone. He wants somebody to spend his nights with. So he's like, automatically, that woman's mine. And takes her to his cave. She obviously wants nothing to do with him. He can't understand her. She can't understand him. They end up forming their own type of, like, communication. She's trying to teach him some words. He tries to understand what the hell she's saying. It was good. I gave it 4 stars. I know a lot of people gave it 5 stars, and I understand that. But most of this just wasn't for me. And in the very ending, when you find out, like, the whole revelation and everything, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But okay. So it was good. I liked the romance. I liked that it wasn't insta-lovey, even though he obviously was in love. He only wanted her because she was female and she was there. And there's, like, no other females around. And I get that. And he slowly falls in love with her, and she slowly falls in love with him. And it was good. It was cute. We're not done with the romance, though. Next up, we have Hearts in Darkness by Laura Kay. This is about a guy and a girl who get trapped in an elevator, and sexy times all around. So yeah, they get trapped in an elevator. They end up, like, talking and getting to know each other, and then, like, wanting each other, and it's cute, and I really liked it, and obviously I gave that 5 stars. And next one, yep, that's what I thought. And then, of course, after that, I had to read Love in the Light by Laura Kay, which, of course, I also gave 4 stars. And this one is about them building their relationship after everything that happened with the elevator, and a little bit after that, and, like, after they've had their, like, sexy times and wondering if being in a relationship is gonna work for them. It was really cute. Again, I gave it 4 stars. I really liked it. Alright, next up we have a physical book, Dragonmark by Shirley Kenyon. Oh god. Okay. Oh man. Alright, so this one follows Larian and his wife. Larian was with this girl. I don't know if they actually got married, but his love, what is her name? Edelyn. That's it. So this is the Larian and Edelyn's book. This one, I think this is the one where, like, half of the book is something you've already read, or, like, at least a good majority of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So, like, the very beginning is really good because it's the, you find out how Larian and Edelyn met, and how they were together, and then you know, how ultimately she dies, because you do find out about that. And then the middle of the book is all the last book, like the middle towards the end, I think, or something like that. It's all like the last book and up until a certain point, which, so like a lot of this book I kind of just skipped because I had already read it. So that was weird. I don't necessarily like how that happened. Like, I understood like why that was going on, but that could have just easily been skipped. Because I think it was just more of a filler. To be completely honest, I really feel like that was just filler, because if they didn't have that portion, this probably would only be like 150 to 200 pages. So like, I get why that happened, but I don't necessarily like it, because I ended up just skipping it. And then the end is kind of where we left off in the last book, and where that goes after that. I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars, even though like a really good chunk of it was just something I skipped. I still really enjoyed it, because I really do love Ilarion and Edelin's, like, I really loved how they met, and, you know, how it all worked out. This was just really good. Ilarion is probably my favorite dragon shifter in this whole series. And I'm really glad that I got to read his book, so that makes me very happy. Next up, we go back to my iPad. Okay. Come on. Hands work. Okay. Now, where are you? There it is. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, I remember some. Okay. Okay, I remember that I wanted to reread this because I remember nothing about it. We have Guarding Temptation by Talia Hibbert. I gave this 4 stars. I remember nothing about it. And I feel really bad because I know I kind of liked it. But I really don't really remember anything. Oh god. This is about James, who, James and Nina. James is Nina's brother's best friend. I do remember that. And Nina, of course, has always wanted to be with James. And I think James is, he's wanted to be with her too, but of course, because she's his brother's little sister, that is, not something he really wants to pursue right now. But obviously they do get together. But I can't remember anything really. That's really it. Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really sorry. This is such a shit show. Oh my god. And we're not even like that far into this video. Okay, next up we have A Tale of Magic by Chris Colfer. This is the prequel to the Land of Stories series by Chris Colfer. I can't really tell you why this is a prequel, though I didn't know for sure if it was, and then I started reading it, and then I found out about a character, and I was like, it's a prequel. I'm just so happy. We do follow the fairies in the Land of Stories series. They're older. They govern the Land of Stories world, like the fairy tale world. And this is when they're younger, and when they're like learning all about their magic and everything. And I loved it. But I can't tell you precisely how I knew for a fact it was a prequel. Well, we follow Bristol. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say who Bristol is, because when I found out about that, I was freaking and I was so happy. Like, I kind of guessed it throughout, and then it was made very clear, I think, in the end. It was so good. But yeah, you get to see Mother Goose when she's younger. And she's still crazy, and I love it. Oh man, this is just so good. But yeah, this is about Bristol, who lives in this, like, the world is very bleak and very, it's sectioned off into so many different kingdoms. and Bristol lives in the Southern Kingdom, and it's oppressive. Women are forbidden from reading, and magic is outlawed, so there's that. And then Madame Weatherbury ends up coming to get Bristol because Bristol is she's shown signs of magic, and even though it's outlawed and it's forbidden and she is about to be killed for it, Madame Weatherbury is able to take her away to the school where she can show her how to use her magic. It's so good. If you love the Land of Story series, highly recommend picking this up. I would read them in publication order, so I would read the Land of Story series first before going into this. You could read this first, but you'll see like so many characters you already love, and it'll really just, because like a good majority of this, or a good quarter of this, is the, you know, oppression and the Southern Kingdom, and it's just like very drab and just very like dark, and it's not until a little bit later that you actually get like it's still kind of dark, but you get kind of like the magic and the fun and stuff like that, where the Land of Story series is just like all fun and it's all light, and it's just, and there is some like darkness throughout, but it's still like more of a lighthearted read, where this one is kind of harder, but once you like know the characters, you're fine. And I love this book, so I give it 4 stars. I can't wait for the sequel for that, which is, I think it's A Tale of Witchcraft, and that comes out later this year. I just don't remember when. Okay, we're still in the 4 stars, guys. Alright, thankfully it's another physical, The Girl Who Speaks Bear by Sophie Anderson. This is technically a companion, I think, to The House with Chicken Legs, though I read The House with Chicken Legs in June, so I read this one first. But yeah, this is about a girl named Yanka who is found near a bear cave. Like, you don't know why. She's taken in by this village woman, like this medicine woman, and she's told stories all her life about the outside of the village. Like, she's found by the bear cave when she's a baby, so she doesn't remember anything of like the forest and like the woods and stuff like that. And then Yanka, as she grows older, or as she grows up, she's been told all these stories of these places on the outside of the village, and something happens during one of the village festivals. She finds that she's turning into a bear, and she needs to leave the village and find a way to stop it from happening. And along the way, she learns things about the outside, about the forest and the woods, and about her life and her, you know, her past. And it was really cute. I give it 4 stars. I really enjoyed it. Alright. Okay. So we can keep going with the physical reads, because next 2 books are a part of a series. And that is Nevermore and Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. Nevermore is The Trials of Morgan Crow, and Wondersmith is The Calling of Morgan Crow. Morgan Crow is an 11-year-old living in the Republic, I think it's what it's called. And she is cursed. She's cursed to die on her 12th. Is it her 11th birthday or is it her 12th birthday? I can't remember. Though I do know that that the curse ends up coming 1 year early. Like, her death day ends up coming 1 year early. And yeah, she's born on Eventide. That's what it is. Okay, yeah, so the curse dooms her to die at midnight on her 11th birthday. But I know it comes early, so is she 10 now? I thought she was 11. I don't know. I'm not even gonna worry about it. But yeah, she is saved from dying on her birthday by Jupiter North, who ends up taking her to Nevermore, which is a free state. And there she learns about magic and stuff like that. And there's just all these crazy and wonderful things. There's a hotel that literally just like breaks and reshapes, and like it just grows on its own, and it changes whenever it wants to, and it's just so perfect. I love that hotel. There's also a Magnificat, which is right there. It's a large cat that you can actually ride on, which is great. So Morgan is put in these trials to get into the Wonder Society, because if she doesn't get into the Wonder Society, she will have to leave and go back to the Republic, which there she will die. So there's this one. And then Wondersmith is all about the school, Wonder Society. And so this was a reread. This was, what's it called? This was, my first time. And I really enjoyed Wondersmith. I don't know how to say any of this without spoiling anything, but I really enjoyed the school setting. I really wanted to kill a lot of the people in the school, but, it's fine. There's a mystery going on. There are, like, black market kinds of settings, and a lot of, like, the magical beings and stuff like that are going missing, and they're trying to find these beings, and it's really good. I did really enjoy this book. I can't wait for Hellowsmith. I think that's what it's called. I can't wait. This is gonna be good. But yeah, both of these got 4 stars, and I don't think I said any of this, but I read all of these for Believe-a-thon, which is hosted by Gavin over at How to Train Your Gavin. But yeah, I have a TBR all set aside for that, and you can find out which books I read these for and stuff like that in that video, because I can't remember a thing. Okay, next up we go back to my handy dandy iPad. Come on, work for me. Okay. And next up, I don't think I'm going to be able to film another video today, guys. I really don't. I'm going to try, but right now I'm feeling really worse than I was just a little while ago, so we're almost done though, thank God. We have next up The Babysitter by Jack Harbin. This is my first book by Jack Harbin, and I very much enjoyed it. This is about a boy who is in high school. He ends up writing really smutty things for his creative writing class, which is fine. And he is a babysitter for this family. I think it's like it's a little girl that he babysits. Yeah, Danielle. And the parents, the mom and the dad, are fighting, and they're going through a divorce. And this boy, what's his name? Hayden. Hayden has a thing for the dad. And there's some sexy times in this. By the way, Hayden ends up leaving his journal at the house one day, and the dad ends up reading some of his smutty works, and a character may or may not be based on the dad, so there's that. Yeah, I gave that 4 stars. I really enjoyed The Babysitter. I have found that I'm really enjoying Jack Harbin's works. You'll see more of him in my June wrap-up. Alright, last 4-star read. One I really enjoyed, and I didn't really think I would. Or, it's not that I didn't think I would, but I was very hesitant going in, just because I haven't enjoyed booktubers of books in the past. So I found that a few of the books I picked up that are written by booktubers I haven't enjoyed. For whatever reason, it just has not been a book that I have been able to get through. One was Zenith by Sasha Alsberg, and another was Christina Riccio's book, and I can't think of what the name is, but those are 2 of the examples, and I just can't. Zenith I actually read, and I just didn't like, and Christine's book I tried reading and I just couldn't get into. So I didn't know if I could really read another book written by a booktuber. But I tried. I requested this from NetGalley and was accepted. So this was an e-arc at the time, and that is the Anti-Virginity Pact by Katie Wismer. Katie Wismer, if you didn't know, is Kate over at Kate's Book Date, and I really enjoy Kate's videos. Her vlogs, and during and after college, I have really enjoyed all of them. And normally, like, when it's not all about books, I have a hard time focusing on the vlog. Like, if it's not about books, I'm not really caring about it. But for some reason, when Kate does, like, food preps, or, like, when she goes shopping and she does, like, a shopping haul or whatever, I'm, like, it's just a grocery shopping haul. And I don't care. Like, I'm listening. She has my full attention, is what I'm trying to say. And I love hearing her talk, and I love hearing, like, everything that she has to say. She does a lot of writing, a lot of, she does, like, edits. Why can't I think of, like, the words for this right now? She does a lot, which is what I'm trying to say. I know she nannies. She does, like, book edits, for other people. And she also teaches, kids in China. Obviously virtually, but yeah. I don't know if that's actually happening right now, what with, COVID-19 and everything. I don't know if that's still a thing, but, I still really admire her work ethic. I admire her, and I just really love her videos. So I was very hesitant about picking this up, but I wanted to give it a shot because I really want to support Kate. And I really liked it. Ask me what it's about, and I can't really tell you well. Okay. It's about Meredith, who is a preacher's daughter. She's an atheist. Her family doesn't know that. Meredith ends up making an anti-virginity pact with her best friend. And Meredith ends up she ends up reconnecting with an old friend, which becomes, like, something more to her later on. And then the pact gets out. And Meredith's name is obviously signed at the bottom. And it's just, going throughout the school. And it's tearing her apart. I really, really enjoyed this book. I hated the parents. At first I was like, okay, but when it became obvious they wouldn't, if their kids didn't follow their, like, not their rules, but, the, how should I say this? If they didn't follow the lives that they pretty much wanted them to, how do I say this? Like, finding out Meredith was an atheist, or wanting to have sex. I don't know which one was worse to them. But yeah, they didn't care for that at all. And it just pretty much, if you don't follow the life that they want for you, they kind of don't want you. It all works out in the end. It all becomes fine. I did enjoy this book a lot. I did enjoy the romance, even though there were times where Meredith made it really difficult. But I am really glad that I read it. I do want to own my own copy, so I am going to find a physical copy and pick it up, because I do want to support Kate. I did get this 4 stars. It got like a really high 4. And I'm really happy that I read it. And thank you to NetGalley and Kate for giving me an advanced copy that I could review, because it was really freaking good. Alright, lastly we have all my 5 stars, and then we're done. And then I'm done for the day, because I'm not filming anymore. Okay, so we only have 4 5 stars, which is good. I'm sorry, there were 13 4 stars. I don't know how to have done that any faster. Okay, 2 of them are on my iPad, and 2 of them actually have physically, so we can go through this kind of quick. Alright, let's just try to find the first one. Where are you? Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. I was scared for a second. We have The Beast by Katie Robert. This is the newest book in the Wicked Villain series. This one is a throuple. Thank you. This one follows The Beast, Gaston or Gaetan, however you want to say his name. It's spelled Gaetan, so I'm guessing that's how it is. And then, of course, Isabella, which is our Belle. This was so freaking good. This was the best throuple to date. So pretty much how the Wicked Villain series is going is that you're going to get a, just a relationship between a guy and a girl in the first book, then a throuple, and then another just guy and a girl. Though there's obviously like sex between other characters throughout, it still just like the main couple is just a guy and a girl. And then a throuple. And then I don't know what's going to happen in the last 2. I think those are going to be female-female maybe. Who knows? But The Beast so far is my favorite. So it would probably go The Beast, Desperate Measures, which is Jasmine Jafar, then Hook and Tank's book, which was A Worthy Opponent, and then the other throuple, which was A Lesson to Learn, or something like that. That was Hades, Meg, and Hercules. I thought the throuples would be my favorite books, but the Hades, Meg, and Hercules one didn't do it for me completely. This one did. I love this book so much. This was everything I wanted from the Hades, Meg, and Hercules one. This was just so good. It was all sexy. It was all angsty. It was all just everybody's together all the time. I loved it. Where I didn't love the Hades, Meg, and Hercules one was because, yes, they always kept going back and forth, like, Hades would be with Meg, Hercules would be with Meg, Hades would be with Hercules, but they would never really be all together until, like, the end, and I kind of wanted them all to be together, maybe not all the time, but a good majority of it. In this one, it worked perfectly, and it was so damn good, and I'm so glad I read it. And I'm probably going to end up doing a reread of the series very soon. If I can get my hands on physical copies, I would love that. Alright, last ebook copy is I think it's the last book in the Sweet Addiction series, which is Sweet Obsession by J. Daniels. If you guys don't know, J. Daniels is one of my favorite sexy time authors. I just love J. Daniels so very much. I have found that I've enjoyed every single one of their books, and I think I've given them either 4 or 5 stars the entire route. Like, I've had a great time reading all of their books. I'm not done. There's still quite a bit to read, but I've read quite a bit, and I've had a good run. This one, what's her name? We follow Brooks. We follow Brooke. We follow Brooke, who works at the bakery that is like the center point of this trilogy, where I can't remember her name. Our main character from the first 2 books, she owns that bakery, and Brooke works there as, a cashier / baker. And Brooke is pretty promiscuous. She loves sex. Can't blame her for that. And she ends up meeting Mason, who works across the street at this like yoga studio, and she wants him, and she will get him. And Mason, like, she just wants sex, and Mason wants a relationship, and so now it's up to those two to like compromise and work in the middle, and it's great, and I absolutely loved it, and I gave it 5 stars. So it was so good, so damn good. And then my second favorite book of the month was Lover at Last by J.R. Ward. This is, I don't even know what number book this is, but yeah, this is my second favorite book of the month. I have been hyped up for this one for a really long time because this is Blay and Quinn's book, and I wanted it so bad. I want those 2 together. This is the first gay romance in the series, and I needed it so damn bad. I finally got it. And it was amazing. It worked out perfectly. It was everything I wanted. Oh man, this was perfect. I was so nervous too, because I was like, I'm hyping this up so much. Am I even gonna love it? And I'm like, oh, please tell me I'm gonna love it. And I did. It was amazing. And yeah, this got 5 stars. Read this series if you haven't. Though I have heard later on it's not the best. But I'm gonna pull through and get through all of them and see for myself whether or not I can enjoy it. Though I believe it's The Shadows. I want to say it's The Shadows where it goes kind of downhill, and that's the one I'm on, and I'm afraid, but we're gonna get through it. Now, my favorite book of the month, guys, my favorite book was Archangel's Enigma by Nalini Singh. I love Nasir so damn much. Nasir and Andromeda are this book's, main couple. Nasir is just a cinnamon roll of a person. Like, I don't even know what to call him. Nasir is not a normal angel, or he's not an angel. He's not an angel or a vampire. I don't think he's like an experiment, something like that. I don't really know what Nasir is. I just know, like, he's an experiment. He was found, I can't remember by who, if it was Raphael or Dimitri, but he was taken in, and he doesn't always play well with others, but he sees, like, Dimitri as a dad, and he sees, like, everyone, all of his friends, like Javier and Ashwini and Elena and Raphael and Dimitri and Hope, how they're all together and they're all in love and it's perfect, and he wants that for himself, and Nasir will do anything to find his mate, and he ends up having to accompany Andromeda, who is a scholar. She's an angel, and she's a scholar, and he has to accompany her to awaken this a sleeping archangel, in order to, like, save the world, pretty much. Or no, in order to save him. I'm sorry. In order to save him, they have to wake him up. And Nasir ends up, falling in love with Andromeda. And Andromeda, who is celibate, tells him that he will only ever be able to be with her if he can find this, like, ancient tome. It's like a grimoire, and it hasn't been found in, like, centuries or millennia or whatever. And if he can find it, which he's very good at finding things, if he can find it, she will be with him. She will give up her celibacy, and she will be with him, and she will love him, and it'll be, yeah. She doesn't believe that he'll ever find it. It's amazing. I love this book so much. I just want to reread this book. Like, I don't care. Like, I love the series. I really do. But this book is my favorite in the series by far. Like, I thought Elena and Raphael were my favorite couple, but no, Nasir and Andromeda. Like, Nasir is just someone I want to be with, and Andromeda is someone I want to be. Like, it's just like that. I love Andromeda. I think she's amazing. And yeah. So, yeah, that was my wrap up, guys. I am so sorry of the shit show this was, but we got through it. At least I got through it. You guys probably clicked off, which I completely understand, but I needed to get this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Like I said, I'm going to be trying to upload a video every day of the week, so you will be seeing my face a lot this week. So take that as you will, whether you like it or not. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again with another video soon. Bye. Happy reading.